Welcome to another update of the stock market. Welcome to another update to the stock market with companies related to the gaming industry. Guys, what a week. What a week. I mean, this was a really nasty week. We all know the Nasdaq, what was going on with tech stocks. And you can see here on my screen, I already put up the chart of Nvidia. And as you can see, it's now on Friday at the closing time. It's $164, so it was losing like almost 90% in one day, and then after hours a little luckily it went up again. So a little disclaimer before I continue here talking about the other gaming stocks. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not recommending or de-recommending any stocks to buy here, so make up your own mind. Go and look for all the information you can find before you buy any financial product. So there's always a high risk that you lose money. So my friends, yeah, let's see what was going on with Nvidia. So there was an earnings report for Q3 that was not satisfying the analysts. So it seems like some institutions really sold out like massively, and it was not only, I mean, we saw that the overall tech market was pretty weak in the days before, so Nvidia was also punished by this, and then yeah, we saw like a little bounce, and Nvidia was then the stock on Friday that lost like all of the major stocks. Penny stocks excluded, lost like the most in intraday trading, so almost 90% is a lot. So what did Mr. Orange do? Yeah, I was buying some stocks of Nvidia, since in my personal opinion, so don't do what I do, of course, but in my personal opinion, it was, yeah, we're now at the point of the 10th of July 2017, and I was always having Nvidia on my wish list, and I thought like, oh, I love this company so much, I love the graphic cards, etc. So, and I thought like, that's actually the moment where it might make sense to get into Nvidia. And I'm expecting maybe even a short-term trade, so maybe 10% up in the next weeks. So maybe then I even sell it again. We will see. So, but I was getting my foot in the door and bought some shares of Nvidia to just participate with this company. But of course, it is also very much possible that we're going to see some bear market, that we're going to see some more downturn of tech stocks overall. Of course, and then it's very much possible that we even see the $100. So I was drawing a support line for myself here, and when we dropping to $100, so then we dropped like 64% from the all-time high. I mean, I would say then we definitely have seen a crash in the tech market. So, but that's the point where I'm going to buy some more of the Nvidia stocks. Why do I think that Nvidia has a great future? Personally, I think Nvidia, well, it's the number one GPU chip company, as we know. So AMD had an impressive performance, the stock recently, and the new product. So some of the fans like it. So, but I for example, I don't have any AMD products myself. So I have always been an Nvidia person. So, and analysts said, yeah, there was an overproduction, and they could not really sell all their stocks of graphic cards, of GPU units, since the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency mining went down. Okay, but that's, yeah, I agree. That was really pushing. Let's say this was pushing the stock from July on, end of mid-July. So this was was pushing the stock to a lot, but on the other hand, everyone knew that the Bitcoin mining is not going on forever, or the cryptocurrency mining is not going on forever, and also Nvidia didn't really expected this. So they were also not really talking a lot about that the cryptocurrency mining is pushing is pushing their GPU units being more sold. And in the end, let's say the mining industry crashed in this sense. So if you also look at the big cloud mining or crowd mining for cryptocurrency, it's a catastrophe. So they're all out of business, or not out of business, but they stopped or suspended their mining activities. And also for individuals, it's at the moment it doesn't really make sense to mine cryptocurrencies. But I see for Nvidia a brighter future when it comes to chips or to autonomous or vehicles, to artificial intelligence, and to a lot of other activities that we're definitely going to see in the next 10-20 years. And cryptocurrency mining, this was just one trend. Maybe it comes even back, who knows. At the moment the prices of the cryptocurrencies is also dropping massively, so it's very difficult to know what Mr. Market or what in the future is going on. But I am more or less sure that Nvidia is not disappearing, that they're having a little pause now, the stock also going together with the overall trend or with the Nasdaq, but we don't know if 2019 is definitely coming a recession. We don't know if the stock market is crashing end of 2019. I absolutely appreciate and respect the opinion of Ray Dalio. I think it's one of the smartest hedge fund manager out there. So I'm very much happy that he is sharing his advice with everyone. But it can also go on for 1, 2, 3 more years, even with the interest rates in the US, even with maybe interest rates also in the EU going up, in the euro soon. But there's so much uncertainty, and at the moment we see a lot of panic. We see a lot of fear and panic, and as Costellani always says, the famous investor speculator. Buy when there's blood on the streets. Buy when other people sell. I mean, as an individual investor, you have no other chances. I mean, you can't sell now when everyone is selling. Yeah, then it's crashing, and then you stay in the market for 5-10 years, and you just wait that you can make your bargain if you're not a trader. So, but of course, it's your own strategy. Look out for your own strategy. I'm not here to tell you what to do. So make up your own mind. On YouTube, you find a lot of more sophisticated videos about the stock market. So I'm just looking at it from a gamer's perspective. So let's have a little short look about the other gaming companies that went also down with the stock market. So Ubisoft, I really thought I was missing something out there, but at the moment I think they found a support line here. Yeah, of course, if we are dropping on the 63 euros or 62 euros, 60 euros, then it's also very much possible that we see something what we had in 2017 again. But for the moment, it's a stock I have on my watch list. I'm not intending to buy it for now. Let's see how the overall market situation develops. But overall, in the end, Ubisoft is a great company with the Assassin's Creed series, also with Division 2 coming out, and several other major AAA games. And Ubisoft also wants to push the games as service industry a lot, and that's something for the future. Cloud gaming, that's something that I see is definitely changing the gaming industry in the next 5 years, and maybe even in the mid-cycle of the PlayStation 5. It's going to be oh well, that's going to be cloud gaming, and the game's going to be calculated in big data centers, and maybe AMD and Nvidia coming there again into the game, and then you can play those games wherever you want on your mobile phone, on your PC. And you don't need the own power in your own device. But this can also have a negative impact on Nvidia or GPU producers. Who knows? Who knows? It's very difficult to say what's going on. But yeah, from all-time high, 32% around down. Ubisoft. Let's see what's going on with Nintendo. So you see that's a maximum chart. So they're coming from 1997 and 1997 you could buy the stock like for $7, $8, so and then they were going up like crazy in 2008 to like around almost $80, $79, and then it was crashing. And then yeah, for like from 2012 to 2015 you didn't have a lot of fun with the stock, so you were always around $12. So, and then we saw in the let's say in the bull market that developed recently, we saw the Nintendo stock also participating in this development, and the Switch got announced, the Wii U was successful. But in 2015, yeah, there was the Wii U. That was actually not really interesting console, but Nintendo is always very strong with their handhelds. And the all-time high, the recent all-time high, $57. And since then we lost like 37%, my friends. And from 2018 are around 20%. Wow. Wow. It's pretty nasty. 6.5% down for the Nintendo stock yesterday. So on Friday, so pretty a lot. So I have to admit, my friends, I have to admit. So let's see how this develops. Maybe that's a good point to get a little foot yourself into the Nintendo stock if you believe in the company, and if you believe that the overall stock market is still developing a bit more. And it's also a good stock, I think, in my personal opinion, to diversify, to get your foot into the Japanese market, since it's a stock that's traded mostly in Tokyo, so together with Sony, of course, so you can also get your foot there in the Japanese market. So a question for diversification. But at the moment we are $36, so I have it on my watch list. I keep it there, but I also, for my personal portfolio diversification, I try not to buy too many gaming stocks now, since I would say I'm already well in this industry. And let's have another look on Take-Two Interactive. Red Dead Redemption, I think they already sold in the first weekend they make over $700 million. But of course Take-Two Interactive got also punished very well by the recent decline in the overall tech sector. But then we saw, yeah, we see here we see again that they come out. So maybe here's some sort of support line. It's good that we jumped over it again, and let's see where we're going. But also a decline of like 17-80% overall from the all-time high. When was it? It was end of September. Very interesting stock, but my problem with Take-Two is that it's a company that mostly has only two big franchises, and then some sports franchises for sure, GTA and Red Dead Redemption. The multiplayer online mode comes out, and then of course microtransactions, and I'm sure that Take-Two knows how to monetize those. In Red Dead Redemption, it's a successful game, but is this sufficient? Is this sufficient for a company having only some major titles? I'm personally not sure, so therefore I'm more on the sideline when it comes to Take-Two. Sure, you could have made a lot of money with this stock, of course, but I'm not sure. I'm staying here on the sideline. Then we come to our other favorite company. We come to Electronic Arts, so the most hated company in the sector, in the industry. Just kidding. So everyone has his own opinion. So 42% lost since the all-time high mid-July. and yeah, 3.5% also in one day. So we don't really see recuperation. We don't really see any good signs at the moment. So where might be a support line? Could be possible that we have support here around the 79, 78, 77. So here seems to be a support line. If you even go back to 2015. But I see there's some really issues with Electronic Arts. They just released the new Battlefield game. Some people like it, but I was asking on Steam, in my Steam community, and most people are skipping this game. So actually, I was not checking how many they sold now the first weekend. But it seems to be not becoming this big success. So something wrong is going on with Electronic Arts. I mean, they're living a lot on those FIFA and Madden and sports games in general, but there's missing some new breakthrough game. Maybe Anthem can do something. Maybe Anthem can pick it up and get the momentum back to Electronic Arts. It's going to be very interesting. So I'm looking forward to Anthem, and that's definitely a game I want to play. And maybe then also this has some positive effects on the stock in general. But for now, Electronic Arts, it could drop even further especially with the overall market situation being a bit grim at the moment. So we might even see $50 or $64. Well, that's just, I would say this from a speculative point of view, not really from checking now the precise fundamental data. So if you're really interested in Electronic Arts, check out the data if you get more information on this. And then, my friends, Tencent Holding, the Chinese gaming company that got really beaten down recently since there's a big issue with new licenses for games in China. They're trying to fight the eyesight problems of the youth, and I understand this. I guess I also play too much and my eyes hurt me a bit. Obviously, it seems to be a very big issue. So it's very difficult to say if we are seeing here turnaround. So some analysts on the internet and some articles say Chinese stocks might be getting more interesting again. So there might be a turnaround. So they lost like 47 from the all-time high, and then we've seen now like they were $32, and now we are $37 again. Extremely volatile. So I mean, it has to at one point it has to chill. The volatility has to chill a bit. So I mean, with this volatility, you can even day trade and make money with this. So oh my god, but it's crazy. I would say check it on your wish list. I mean, Tencent is still an amazing company, still a huge company, but in the Chinese market is a bit special. So if you're more risky, if you have a more risky profile and you think you can, you're courageous enough to invest in the Chinese market, go for it. So as a little disclaimer, I'm still invested in Tencent, but I'm massively down with my position. So not so happy, but maybe I'm going to average down a little bit. Oh my god, an Activision-Blizzard. Disclaimer, I'm also in Activision-Blizzard. I thought there were some good moments to purchase the stock, to get into it, but what we've seen recently was really beating down the stock even more. So 38% from all-time high down. That's pretty much. So is here a support line? I have no idea. So I can't say. Is here supporting 36, their support line, or are we just going down with the overall market situation and tech stocks? As always, very difficult to say, my friends. I'm just keeping it like this. I'm not going to buy more Activision at the moment. So maybe here, maybe at 30, maybe when we go to $35, then I'm averaging down my Activision my Activision price I have. So yeah, then we're 60%, and we would be like 60% down. And yeah, then you can think about it again. So Activision, very interesting stock. So Call of Duty, I don't know what the problem is. So Call of Duty was a success. Destiny 2, not really a success. And then the whole question with Diablo Immortal. I think people are accelerating. I think microtransactions and mobile games are good, since they're putting money in the yeah, they create value. They create microtransaction is good for shareholders overall. But there was a shitstorm. There was so much unhappiness on YouTube, on Twitter. So a lot of fans were hating. But personally, I would say they're accelerating. We have those shitstorms constantly. In the end, people are going to buy it, and new gamers are coming into the Diablo franchise that were not playing this game on PC yet, or even on the consoles. Therefore, people, relax, really relax. We're going to see a new Diablo. We're going to see more content for World of Warcraft. We're going to see more content, maybe in Overview 2. We're going to see a lot of Call of Duty content. So it's definitely it's no reason to go like crazy just because you're unhappy. It's coming. Games are coming. So chill, my friends, chill. I'm sure people who watch my videos are more nuanced, or more chill on this, and they're not going crazy for one use. So it's not destroying your life. So, but yeah, $50. So I mean, if we see here, that's a crash, guys. That's a crash. We are in a crash situation in gaming stocks overall. And then Nvidia, and that's it. So that's all the stocks I wanted to discuss with you. I don't have now any press communique. I don't have not discussing now any news in particular, but just having a little overview of the actual gaming stocks market. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you even got a little bit information out of it. I'm not doing the super deep fundamental analysis for this. That's actually also not really possible if you want to have a nice overview of the actual market situation. So I recommend you not buying stocks just like this at the moment, only because you think the chart is down, they're cheap. So also make the calculations, go in the fundamentals, use the different methods to find out if the stock is really cheap, what are the growth perspectives. Overall, I'm very positive when it comes to the gaming industry in general. I would say gaming becomes more important in the future, and it's since I'm a gamer since over 30 years. I know the market a little bit, but I've also seen that some gaming companies get out of business. We all remember, for example, Acclaim Studios. So it's a gaming industry that fucked up big. So therefore, guys, I would say, guys, overall, as a gamer, it's fun to also think about becoming a shareholder of the gaming industry. And as a gamer, you're much more motivated to look also on games having a different perspective, I would say. So having the perspective also from the company point of view, not only what you as a gamer think is right, but it's also important, of course, to make games for the gamers, make games for the communities, and not make games just to earn money, because at one point the gamers are not stupid. The gamers can also manifest and change opinions. And maybe even with Diablo Immortal, it's very much possible that that activision-blizzard is changing now. They're trying everything to get out Diablo 4. So yeah, we have the power too as gamers, so as shareholders and as gamers. So it's the best to be both, I would say. So guys, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. See you the next time. Bye bye.